We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That is incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
To throw is Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing on first down. Pope. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. On play action, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that's one way. And a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Prescott yet again. And he's got his man on the out route. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sanders looking to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And now they'll shift things around. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Rice. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the toss with Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd down, it's Henderson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. An audible here to get a new look. And this this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it in.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Second and a couple.
Again, it's Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 15 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Sanders.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Prescott now.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
2 yards to go, second down. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they took their shot. That one was kind of up for grabs that time. And you've got to be careful defensively not to make contact too early. But that was textbook right there to get in tight and force the incompletion.
Prescott off play action.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing on 1st down.
He's into space past the 25.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Now Sanders on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun to give to Henderson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And his kick here is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now at 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Here's Sanders throwing to start the drive. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
DeMarvion Overshone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Sanders now throwing on 3rd and long.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Off the play fake, Prescott.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Third and long for Prescott. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
So on fourth down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it first and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to throw now on first down. That ball caught by Harrison.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Henderson running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Sanders on third down.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Prescott.
This one swung out to Williams.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Puka Nacua,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Off play action. Sanders. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Operating from the gun, Sanders.
Look at Harrison. What a catch.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. To throw is Sanders. On 1st and 10, throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco.
I'm the best in the game. I'm the best in the game.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Well, now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up?
Yeah, just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Sanders throwing after the interception. Flushed out right.
He finds Mayer here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Pope.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over.